College football fans. This is the fourth year in a row I have had the honor of doing this. I take it with great pride. This might actually been year five, believe it or not. Today I submitted my College Football Hall of Fame ballot for the 2025 year. And I'm going to share my subjective opinions of who got my 12 plus 2 votes. And as I just mentioned, they are subjective, but don't think for a second, one, I'm not a college football historian. Two, I didn't put what I feel is a lot of ample time and effort into researching this, so I say it with conviction. Most of mine are multiple year votes and they just aren't getting in. I tend to lean towards the older players, if you will, coming through than not. Um, but to each their own. These are my subjective votes of who gets my 12 picks and then two coaches. And we're going to go from there. I'm just going to share my results. And it's in alphabetical order, not by priority. Starting with uh, offensive tackle. I voted for him for multiple years now. Hopefully he'll get on this. From Michigan State, Flozell Adams. Next, from Oklahoma, linebacker Rocky Calmus. He was there during their championship year time frame. Dallas Clark, tight end from Iowa. For whatever reason, I just will always put him on my list. He may never get in. He might be getting in on, he might get the highest votes out of everybody this year. You never know. But I just feel he is beyond deserving. The oldest player on my list and third oldest overall, I will continue still voting for. You can't compare today's numbers versus yesterday's numbers. It's just different eras of the game. So you have to look at it inside that era. So wide receiver from Tennessee, Willie Gault. Next on the list is another wide receiver. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten in already. Marvin Harrison when he was at Syracuse. Next up, as well, if you look at just his college career, the impact he had on his team at college, the results during while he was there, not his professional career. These aren't professional ballots. Sherman Moore, and you would be hard pressed to argue he didn't do more for that team in that time frame than anybody else in UVA history. But he was also an All American and had a lot of shit for it. All right, go back to the 80s, a linebacker. Most people know him from his playing days, if not now his coaching days. From UCLA, Ken Norton Jr. received my vote. All right, if there was a number one, if there was some bias, but this guy was nasty and just look at him now on the SEC network. Uh, I will never have anything negative to say, and if you do, you have to tell him yourself to your face. Takeo Spikes, Auburn, linebacker in the late 90s, or as Lee Corso once said on game day, Takeo Spikes, because he didn't know how to say Takeo correctly. So always be a first ballot for me. Can't wait to see his name in. Next, defensive back. If you remember him in his prime, I think you'll agree with me. Sean Taylor from Miami is next. And we got two left. So quarterback, Michael Vick. Took Virginia Tech to the ACC championship game or the national championship game. He was the most dominant player of that year. He just was. And I don't know if future is going to get in the way or not, but he gets my vote. I stand with full conviction he's the best quarterback on this ballot for this year. And then I got one vote left. I voted for him for a few times in the past as well. I hope to see him get on there. I feel like he is more than deserving. Peter Ward, Florida State, ironically played against Michael Vick in the championship game of the Sugar Bowl way back when in the late 1990s and into 2000. So there are my ballots for the 12 players. There's two coaches. One of them should honestly receive 99.9% of all first time votes. That's Nick Saban. All right. I voted for Nick Saban. The other one, you could play the homer card, but I feel like he's more than deserving. It's Senator Tommy Tuberville. And Coach Tuberville earned my vote for that one. So there's my ballot for this year, 2025. We'll find out in December when the ballots all get added up and totaled, and we'll see how many of the people I voted for made it this year, and we'll hope for the best. If you like my videos, we're going to get back into the college football preview early next week. So make sure you are fully subscribing, hit the like, and share your comments. Thanks for watching.